Hi, Jordan. So, when Caitlin and I were researching this, um, we kind of came up with well, I shouldn't say all kinds of different things. It was more repeated quite a bit. Um, it actually was quite interesting, though. Like, I didn't know about a certain festival that had to deal with fasting. I didn't know that it was more of a gelatin based. I thought it was more of a hard candy based food. So let's just jump right into it. Um, I'm just gonna show you this as well. Um, I've got I can't really show you now, but I've got my computer that has some tabs open of like my reference pages that I have on my old reference page, but also I'm going to have a couple of new ones. So I will probably be frequently looking up at my computer screen, just paraphrasing certain things. I'm not pulling it from certain areas. I have done notes. I just feel this is a little bit quicker to try and get this video finished in a timely fashion per se. So here we go. So first up is Turkish, the Turkish origin, and it basically dates back to like the 19th century, no 18th century, um, of the Ottoman Empire. So and this is according to TurkishDelight.com. Um, there is a little bit of a folktale that goes along with it. Um, it tells of a sultan that wanted to like please his wives per se. And so because of that, he asked his cook to make like some sort of confectionery that's going to be something that they would like. So because the confectioner was wanting to please his sultans so badly, he made a concoction of corn syrup, various flavorings, nuts, and dried fruits, and bounded them together with mastic, which I guess is a Arabic gum. So basically, at the end of the story, the Sultan loved it so much that he made the confectioner his like head chef per se. So basically, it's Turkish delight is served like because of that little story. It's served during like daily feasts and like court hearings and stuff like that. It How it mainly happened though is it showed up in the 19th century, the 19th century, and a British traveler, I guess, was very fond of it, but he couldn't pronounce like Tolkien. He couldn't pronounce its real name, which is like, and I've written it down somewhere, but I don't remember where I put it. Rahat Locum, I think is how you say it. But because of heavy British accents in the 19th century, he could not pronounce it, so he just called it Turkish Delight. And he ordered several cases to take back to Turkey. And then, of course, our biggest connection to Turkish delights for the Americans is, of course, Chronicles of Narnia. And that scene in the movie kind of shows how addicting that sweet is for Turkish people. Because they can literally eat it all day, every day if they could. So also, the Turkish people they're very social creatures. Well, I shouldn't say creatures, very social people. They don't ever want to offend somebody or want somebody to offend them. But they can like talk to a random stranger and think of them as family very easily. Um, they're very outspoken, I think. Some of the, I guess, um, gender differences is like at like Turkish bathhouses and stuff, women are not allowed. I don't know if that's because of a low hierarchy situation. I'm guessing so between the men and the women. I think the men are probably going to have more priority over the household than the women are. Um, so women are only allowed at like the tea houses that are more um, directed towards family friendly. Turkish tea houses, sorry. And then the Turkish also have this tradition, or it's not even really a tradition, it's sorry, I'm like trying to move my notebook. It's like this festival. It's like a feasting or a fasting festival. And this is according to Turkish Delight Bazaar.wordpress.com. So basically it's a 3-day festival and it's called Ramazan Baharmi, I think is what it said. So it's a 3-day festival that marks the end of Ramadan. I don't even know how to say it. It is an Islamic, sorry, I was looking at my notes. It's an Islamic holy month of fasting. And so basically it like during the festival, it's more of they will go around and see like their older relatives as like a sign of respect and stuff like that. And then like the first day they don't fast at all. So breakfast is like really, really, really important. So they pretty much eat for a whole one day and then they fast, I guess, the other 2 days. And like this festival is very important to the children because like they will go knocking on every single person's door in their village or like in their area and like say I can't remember the words. It's like Holy Backgammon or something like that, and it's like just wishing you a happy festival day, happy Badaraman. And so what'll happen is then the kids are rewarded with like chocolate coins, and this is where the Turkish delight comes in because they'll be awarded with that and money and all kinds of fun stuff. Um, so yeah. So that's pretty interesting. And then the actual, and I just pulled up a recipe from, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, and this is a different site than what I have on here, so I'm probably, than what I have on my reference page, so I'll probably get rid of that one and just put this one in. Udeslemek turkishtable.com. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly or not. So basically all it consists of, and this kind of is in general, all it consists of is like icing sugar, which I'm guessing is like for what icing for like cupcakes and stuff is made out of. So icing sugar, corn flour, casting sugar, lemon juice, powdered gelatin, food coloring, or like just colored coloring, and then edible glitter, which is optional. I don't know why. I guess they just do it for more glitz and grammar. Sorry, I've been up for 24 hours, so I'm pretty tired. Moving on. So what they do is they basically mix like the they basically sift, I guess. Hold on 1 second. So they put the casting sugar, lemon juice into a large bowl with or into a large pan with water, and stir it on high until it dissolves. And they don't boil it, I guess, because it is kind of a candy consistency. You really have to watch it and make sure it like doesn't burn. Because then it like becomes like a gelatin paste per se. And then like when you get it, once it's like done, because you whisk that together and then you whisk other things together to where it becomes like this gel, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a, it's like a, almost like a gummy bear consistency, I guess, and a lot more slimy, because you have to leave it overnight and then you can like, but that's like after you like add the food coloring and stuff in, because you'll mix that in, and you also put in nuts if you want to. And then it says stir in rose water. I'm guessing that's just to add a bit of accent to extra flavoring. And that's pretty, like, when I researched it, that's pretty traditional to put rose water in it. So, yeah. So, yeah. So then it used to be set overnight, and then you basically cut it into like strips, and then, or you basically cover it in like confection or icing sugar again, or at least like a mixture of icing flour and, or icing sugar and flour.